which means it's my son's birthday. So I'm thankful for that. I'm also thankful I'm going to be traveling. I've been waiting for my visa to arrive, and it has. So for that, I am thankful. It took a while, it took almost 3 weeks. It may probably be the longest I've ever had to wait for a visa. So, but I knew to come. I knew to come. So, thankful Thursday. What are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? It's a great day. So many things to be grateful for. We also had our Toastmasters meeting for the first time in a new location, and I'm thankful that it went very well. So if you are looking to improve your public speaking, to be a more confident speaker, a more effective communicator, please join us. Of course, if you're in Bahrain. I have another club which is virtual, so you can join us there too. Thanks for those who are joining me. I appreciate you. Yes. And I'm looking forward to being able to join this live when it's not this late. It's just there's so much happening that I end up having to join late. But as they say, better late than never. Now, there was something that happened at our meeting. We had a workshop by a young gentleman, Abdul Rahman, and he was talking about feedback. He said something that caught my attention. It was a beautiful presentation. One thing that he said that I hadn't thought about, because I'm always in the learning mode. There's always something new to learn, and I can learn from anybody. I could learn from a 2-year-old. I could learn from an 82-year-old. It doesn't matter. So he was talking about the difference between mistake and failure. I hadn't thought about it, quite honestly. When you have success versus when you have a mistake versus when you have failure. So the example he gave was, if you have you're hitting a nail on a wall, and this is where it's supposed to hit, and you miss it. When you miss it, it's a mistake. So you're hitting, imagine you have I think I'm going to demonstrate this. You're with a proper hammer next time for another session, but you're hitting, so maybe you're supposed to be hitting here and you hit here. So that's a mistake. If you're supposed to hit here and you hit here, that's of course success, because you're hitting where you wanted to hit. But if you're, instead of hitting here, you hit here, you missed it, it's a mistake. Now, maybe you hit it here and it ends up here, you hit it here and it ends up here, so you keep making mistakes. But when you throw away the hammer and you say, no, I'm not hitting anymore, that's a failure. That's a failure. And I was like, I had never thought about it like that. That was really interesting. I don't know, what do you think? The difference between mistake versus failure. Failure is when you give up. You say, that's it. I was supposed to hit here, I hit here, and I'm not hitting anymore. That's it. No more. And you walk away. Then it's a failure. So, food for thought: mistake versus failure. Of course, we know success is when when we meet our targets, we meet the goals that we want. And when we don't meet the target, but we hit something else, then it's a mistake. Still thinking about it. Something to think about. I want to thank Lara's Kitchen. Hello. Hello there. Yes, it's a wonderful day. It's a wonderful evening. And so, another thing about T for Thursday in the growth formula, my growth formula. If you remember, the last time I talked about time, and I also talked about time management not being just managing time, because we really cannot manage time. Rather, we can manage our priorities. So that's what T is for. And also, we talk about T being trust. Now, trust, I feel that trust has gone away in many situations. We have to prove ourselves more to get that trust. People have to prove themselves more to us also. So it goes both ways when it comes to trust. And how do we get to a point where we can trust one another? Interesting statistic that I found very interesting was that So